next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. On that last carry.
Neither guy is immune.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady going to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. Six-0 our score after one. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now Brown. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 2nd down, Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Brady. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And that's a good catch there for a 1st down by Antonio Brown. And in his career, at one point, he had 6 straight seasons over 100 catches. Not putting up those types of numbers now, but continues to be a favorite of Tom Brady, who recruited him originally to New England and most recently to Tampa.
Brady now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Suckup missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Murray. And some room to work. 20, 10.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And he whips that one incomplete there. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Brady now to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action, now it's Brady. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now a play fake. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered this way by the offense as they head out on the field.
So we live. I get right clean. Oh, good shot. Good shot. Yeah, we need to turn the camera off so I can zoom.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think with that point in the game, you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle it, send your guy in and tackle the ball.
And play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Brady.
See everything.
Blitz coming and down he goes.
That's it. Ain't nothing happening with
That's the
that.
rookie first rounder, Jalen Phillips, who works in to bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people will think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else
Big
you have
ass
to look
TV.
out for? More pressure coming at you, but that seems to be working pretty well.
That's the thing.
So Brady and the Bucs need to put away magic 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking to throw. Brady.
Yeah.
And his
Easy
first
money.
sack at the line. Picked off by Aaron Rowe. And the Dolphins get to the 32.
I'm ready. Camera 30. Yo, Bucks, send me over to it. My God.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Able to find Shaheed here.
Damn.
Takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last. Blitz coming, and he's taken down. They'll bring up Mason on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that? Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. And he's going to go down again. Christian Wilkins. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why do you call play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it's easy.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play-action sack. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, Now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Play action, now it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people moving off bounds and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. They're going to run it with Murray. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in the situations you noted where he only needed inches.
They run with Murray. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he's been terrific here this afternoon.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with the lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
From the 39, Tua. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw left a little too far, brings up 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory. They're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Buying time is left. They'll get that one to Carter complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not pullback. But that's who they turn to there. And he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of the game. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Campbell. Take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Can you believe that he misses another one, his 3rd so far? So with the HPA team as rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Take it in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On first down, Brady.
At this point in the game, they got to continue to try anything they can, working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That is incomplete. The coverage a little too big there.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one is gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they really get put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. But from left side, taken in by Iknow. And he's going to be out of bounds.
I put my defensive cap on right now. I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They control this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
He missed it again. The 4th time now in this game. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. Then now the kick is away. Looking into the lane, Bronson, he must have.
Boy, get your ass. Boy.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Another run for Murray on second down. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Tua going to throw. This is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Murray. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Going with a screen for Murray. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
You ain't doing nothing today. My game. I got you pumped.
To throw, it's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Throwing on first down, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Tua. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Brady. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and